Okay. Hey everyone, thanks for watching FabuLex. You're watching my simple and subtle makeup tutorial. Let's get started. So I primed my face already, and right now I'm using NYX Cosmetics First Base Primer Base. And this is a spray, and I like this a lot because it's a nice dupe for the Smashbox Primer Water. This one actually comes out in a bigger mist than this one. This one takes a little bit more squirts to get a little bit more coverage under the face, and this one takes about maybe 3 squirts, and it just kind of covers everything real quick, and it was about half the price as well. I have so many foundations right now. Probably gonna do a foundation review pretty soon. Today I'm wearing Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup. It's Naked Skin by Urban Decay, and the color is 9.0. I'm using my Real Techniques sponge. It's a nice dupe for the Beauty Blender. I've tried a lot of other different type of sponges and beauty blender type things, and this one's probably my favorite one to use so far. Probably just keep sticking with this one. Damn. Just kind of blend that real nicely all over the skin, nice and even. Gets rid of a lot of the dark spots, evens the skin tone, brightens up the face. My face is really not too much lighter than my body. When summertime comes around, that might change it a little bit. So I went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera, and I used both IT Cosmetics Dark Brown Pomade, Build a Brow, and I also used Anastasia Beverly Hills Ebony Brow Powder Duo. The concealer I'm going to be using today is Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer, and it's the Naked Skin by Urban Decay. This shade is medium dark. I'm going to be applying that to the highest points of my face, so under eye, down the ridge of my nose, forehead, chin, and Cupid's bow. Yeah, check, 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 check. So I like to let this sit on the skin for a couple of minutes and warm up, and then I'll just take my Real Techniques Beauty Blender and I'll blend it all out. Very, very light tapping motions because I don't want to take off the concealer with the sponge, but I do want to blend it out. So if you do too hard of the sponge, you're going to take off the concealer and you're going to be wasting your time. Be setting my under eye right now with this setting powder that's called Banana, and this is Ulta setting powder. I'm taking this Real Techniques contour brush, and I'm actually using it as an under eye setting brush. No creasing today. And I've been really loving any kind of setting powder that's kind of like a banana color, because it's kind of a yellow undertone, and that's exactly what my skin tone actually has. Some people say that darker skinned tones are a little bit more orange just because I guess that's the tan color, but that's not very true for some people, including some African American people. Sometimes we have yellow undertones rather than orange. So banana powder for me, and for a lot of dark skinned, olive skin tone people, bananas are our friend. For even more of a kind of a highlight all over, this is a NYX Cosmetics Compact Eyeshadow, and it's called Lap Dance. And I'll set the rest of concealer with this powder. Okay, so now we're nice and highlighted. Taking this Kings Lake Fluffy brush, and it's super, super soft. It's not too dense. I like to use this a lot for my bronzers of any kind. Today's bronzer, children, is something that's not in front of me right now. For my bronzers, plural, you're taking these two bronzers, and I'm going to be mixing them together. NYX Cosmetics bronzer, and it's Deep Tan MBB05. This is the Urban Decay Naked palette. Bronzer, highlight, blush. I take this bronzer and I'm going to be mixing it with the NYX Cosmetics bronzer. I'll start on the hollows of my cheeks and kind of go in upward motion. Start carving out the hollows of my cheekbones. It's springtime, it's lovely outside, the sun is shining, it's hot outside. We're going for a nice full bronze look. Take it around my forehead. Get it under my jawline, in my chin. Whatever's left on the product, I'll take around my chin. Get nice and pointy. I'm going to be snatching my nose with this Deluxe Crease Brush by Real Technique. And from this Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in medium to tan, I believe. Yes, medium to tan. I'm taking most of Havana and I'm mixing it with espresso just a little bit to get a nice light contour on the nose. Start at the upper bridge of my nose here and I'll drag it down and kind of, you know, get a nice subtle contoured nose going on. Nothing too crazy. Working on that little button nose there. Whoop whoop. And now for a little bronzy highlighter on the cheekbones. I'm going to be mixing from this IT Cosmetics contour my sculpted face palette, taking this really pretty pure white color, and I'm going to be mixing it with the highlighter from the Naked Urban Decay palette. And I'm using my Morphe M441 brush. I'm going to be spraying it with a little bit of the first NYX Premier Spray just to get a little damp and apply it on my cheekbones. Then I'm diffusing that highlight a little bit with just a clean buffering brush. Kind of dusting off a highlight and kind of blending it into the skin and my contour. So it's not just a pure white line. The center of my nose, blend out with my finger, take it up a little bit. On the Cupid's bow. I did not add any product to this brush. This is all just coming from the brush, so that's really nice. In the middle of the forehead. That last little bit of highlighter on the brush. For the eyes, I wanted to keep it pretty simple because I'm going to be doing a really big, bold red lip. So I'm going to be using Urban Decay's Naked 3 palette. And I'm using my Morphe M504 brush. First, I'm taking the color Limit, going into my crease. Next, I'm taking the color Nooner, same brush. I'm going to be putting that right on top of that other color, Limit. Make it just a little bit darker. I'm going to be taking the color Dark Side, which isn't too dark of color. It's like a dark charcoal chocolate brown color. And I'm using this Urban Decay Naked brush that actually came with the palette and is dual-ended. I'm using the flat side for this. And I'm actually going to be winging out the color from the bottom lash line and connecting it to the crease area. I'm going to blend it into the crease colors. That way we kind of get a winged liner look and kind of like a soft cut crease. I'm concentrating it right on the outer corner. Blend, blend, blend. And then use a little bit of that Nooner and the other side of the brush, which is kind of a little bit more dense and bigger and fluffier. I'm gonna blend out that black color, or not that black color, that chocolate color a little bit more. For my eyelids, I'm using Trick, and I'm mixing it with this baked eyeshadow by NYX Cosmetics in Ghetto Gold. Apply that all over the lid area. Go back in with a Nooner so I can blend out my crease area again. For under my eyes, I'm using the Nooner and the Dark Side colors. I'm just kind of sweeping it underneath. For my eyeliner today, I'm using my favorite Inglot gel liner, number 77, and it's black. it's waterproof and it doesn't smudge and it doesn't transfer from the eyelid and to the crease on accident. If you're looking up all of a sudden while you're doing your liner, it doesn't get all up in you. And I'm using this really tiny, skinny liner brush. And I want this liner to be really thin and subtle, so I'm going to be starting on the center of my eyelid with the liner and kind of doing it in sections and building up the liner on the eyelid, and then I'll start winging it out just a little bit. For my lipstick today, I'm using a matte lipstick by NYX Cosmetics, and it doesn't really have a oh, just kidding, it has a name. It's called Eden. Last but not least, gonna have a little bit of blush on the apples of the cheeks. This is by Palladio, and this is an Herbal Matte Blush. Just a light pink color. I'm using this Eco Tools brush. It's super fluffy, and I kind of use it for sometimes blending out my contour, bronzer, and blush. What's up, everyone? It's so early to be awake right now. Hey everyone, this is FabuLex. Thanks for watching. Oh my god, stop playing with the blender. Today I'm gonna be wearing... what is this? Today I'm wearing Weightless Ultra For today's concealer, I'm using Urban Decay's... Wait, did I already say that? No, I didn't. Okay. Today I'm wearing Weightless Ultra This one is by NYX. This one's by... I'll set the rest of the... So for today's concealer, I'm using Weghtless. I'm going to take this bronzer and get... oh my god.